What is going on, guys? It is GameStone here, and the Los Angeles Lakers played the Memphis Grizzlies in Los Angeles. They had a couple days of rest, so they're able to just take some time and get better every day. And as you can see, the hard work's paying off finally. The Lakers are 5-5, and they defeated a good Grizzlies team. The Grizzlies are definitely a playoff team, in my opinion. They just came off a back-to-back. They're pretty exhausted to begin with. They kind of heated up later. They beat the Clippers last night, but today they fall short to the Lakers. So a great effort by both teams, especially by the Grizzlies in the fourth quarter. I mean, the Lakers were up by, I would say, 14 points, and they narrowed it down to 3 points. It was 103-100 with less than a minute, it seemed like, to go. Yeah, they did a really good job. The Lakers did a good job closing out. Caldwell Pope sealing the deal. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and talk about the Memphis Grizzlies for a second. I want to begin with Marc Gasol. The Lakers had some troubles, obviously, defending the big man. Marc Gasol, he had 15 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists, but he shot 6 of 18. So if you ask me, I think we did a decent job guarding Marc Gasol. If he went off, I think we probably would have lost this. But we did a good job defending him throughout the game, and I'm proud of that. Tyreek Evans was a huge reason why the Grizzlies made a late game comeback. So props to him. Good shooter. Drove in. Conley also heated up as well in the second half. But the Grizzlies, they shot 29% from the three. We shot 33% from the three. Obviously, we missed more threes in the second half. That's why we started choking the lead a bit. But just overall, both teams did not shoot they didn't shoot that good. From the three. Both teams did not shoot well from the three. So, the Grizzlies shot, us and the Grizzlies, we shot pretty much identical free throw percentages, 78. Better for the Lakers because we've had some low free throw percentages, but, that's what I'm saying. When close games come down like this, it's very crucial that you make your free throws, For the Grizzlies, I mean, think about it. They missed 3 of them. I mean, just think if they had made 1 more, 2 more, how it could have changed the whole game. So free throws are a big deal, even though people don't talk about it a lot. One thing I did notice is that we out-rebounded them. And I've been saying this in the past few videos. If we out-rebound them, we have a great chance of winning. It could lead to a fast break, especially with Lonzo being the point guard, pushing. And just keeping them off the glass in general. You don't want them to have second chance points. So we did a good job considering how they have Marc Gasol, stuff like that. I think we did a very good job. We moved the ball around very well. Had a couple more assists, just 1 less than yesterday's game. So, 2 days ago. We just did a good job. We shot 47% from the field. We had an increased free throw percentage. And we did have a little more turnovers than them. However, I think we're kind of careless in the fourth quarter. I was definitely nervous a little bit just because, the Lakers were playing very hard. And since the Grizzlies are a good team, I wanted them to win. And they satisfied me at that. I just need to see them being able to close the game out better. I don't want them making bad mistakes that can cost them, turnovers, bad shots, forcing shots. I don't like to see that. So the Lakers definitely learned from the Toronto Raptor loss, when they're up 16 and they choked that lead. So the Lakers did a very good job of holding on and not looking back. So, great job with the Lakers. Brandon Ingram, I'm very convinced with him now. He's been playing great for these past few games. He has 20 points, 7 rebounds. He's shooting 50%. He didn't take any threes, but he made all his free throws, which impressed me because Brandon Ingram does not really make all his free throws. He shoots like 70%, it seems like, from his free throw line. Could be a little worse. I don't know. But yeah, I'm just impressed. The Lakers taking down a Western Conference playoff bound team. That's a good accomplishment as a young team. And now they're sitting nice at 5-5, tied at 8 spot and 7 spot with the Utah Jazz and the Portland Trailblazers, I think. Or no, not the Portland Trailblazers. I think they won their game. But the Utah Jazz. So we're sitting nice and pretty. But a tough schedule coming up for us. I think we're going on a huge road trip. I think it's first against Boston, and then Washington, and then Milwaukee. So it's going to be very tough. If we can win half of those road games, I'll be convinced the Lakers can get 500 this year. The reason why I say that is good teams win at their home stadium. Great teams win on the road. So we'll see how good the Lakers truly are when they go and versus these great Eastern Conference teams. Now keep in mind, Boston, they're 8-2. They're the best record in the league. Kyrie's been playing great. Jaylen Brown's been playing great. Marcus Smart's playing great. Al Horford's playing great. So it's going to be tough. They did beat the Grizzlies, but I want to see them beat teams on the road, especially like the Celtics, the Bucks, and the Wizards. Obviously, in my opinion, that one of the three of the top 5 teams in the East. So let's see how that works out. But yeah, Kuzma had another good game. I mean, in scoring, he only had 13 points, but he had 12 rebounds. He was leading the team in rebounds, and I think that's a big reason of why we won. Rebounding is a crucial key for us. Brook Lopez, he only had 1 rebound. That kind of disappointed me. He was taking a bunch of threes, but he made 4 out of 6. So I'm not really mad. I just kind of want him to see him be more aggressive in terms of rebounding the ball. Caldwell Pope did a good job with pretty much everything. He rebounded the ball pretty well. So there's not much bad to say about Caldwell Pope. Lonzo, 9 points, 5 rebounds, 9 assists, shot 3 of 13, shot 66% from the free throw line. So it wasn't and he shot 1 of 8 from 3. So, I was looking at the shots he was taking. They weren't necessarily bad shots. If they're not falling, they're not falling. Just keep going at it. You gotta have that Mamba mentality. You can't let a bad game. You can't have a bad shooting night and let that bring you down. So, Lonzo Ball definitely gonna keep shooting. And he had 2 turnovers, but he had 9 assists. So that was very good on his part, distributing the ball all over the place to Lopez, Ingram, Kuzma, allowing them to get open shots. Lonzo Ball, he might not have the prettiest stat line, but it's not about the stat line. It's about the wins. And, D'Angelo might have the better stat line than Lonzo Ball, but Lonzo Ball is actually generating wins for the Lakers. Granted, D'Angelo didn't have Lopez, D'Angelo didn't have Kuzma, but he had Nick Young, a shooter. He had Lou Williams, a shooter. So, I'm not saying D'Angelo's a bad player. I think Lonzo Ball's better for our team. He's a better point guard, meaning the definition of point guard is facilitating, in my opinion. So he's a better point guard. He's a better facilitator. So Lonzo Ball does a lot, even if his stat line doesn't say much. Julius Randle, he's been playing consistent all season long. 12 and 8 in 17 minutes, shooting 60% from the field. So I'm very impressed with Julius Randle. He's managing to keep himself under control. He's not taking stupid shots. He's driving in, and that's what I like a lot. Second half of the last season when the Lakers were on a losing streak, he was settling for a bunch of mid-range. I guess he was trying to get a mid-range. I don't know, but it wasn't the best thing. And now he's playing more consistent. Jordan Clarkson, 15 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, but he did have 4 turnovers. Coming off the bench, I think he's a great offensive spark. Our starting lineup, I think, has struggled some games in this season. And Jordan Clarkson has really been that guy to really generate offense, the one to start it, as well as Julius Randle. So I'm very impressed with Jordan Clarkson. If he can keep playing like this, he could become a 6th man of the year. And Brandon Ingram could become the most improved. I know there's Giannis Antetokounmpo. There are players like that can improve. I'm just looking at guys that are playing great right now that wasn't playing amazing last year, but they, most improved. We all know what the definition of most improved is. D'Angelo might get it. Giannis might get it. So Brandon Ingram should be in that race. He's playing much, much better. So great job by Brandon Ingram. He's averaging 15 points this season, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, shooting 46% from the field and 39% from the 3. So I'm just very impressed with how he improved this season, and it's good for him. And Magic Johnson said he should be our leading scorer. He's the offense. He scores 20, we win. Brandon Ingram's a huge factor to why we win, and Brandon Ingram sets the, obviously we have Kuzma now in the starting lineup, but before Kuzma, our offense wasn't really generating in our starting lineup, but the one to usually start it is Brandon Ingram. He's done a good job at mid-range, 3-pointers shooting way better than he did last year. I think he shot like 28% from 3 last year. So just overall, he improved in every statistical category. If you want to look at statistics, in game, he hustles more. He tries in every possession. He doesn't give up. He plays better defense. He attacks the whole lot. He's not afraid to attack. That's what I really like seeing out of the Lakers, not being afraid to attack no matter what the result is, and just an overall good win for the Lakers. I mean, like I said, the Grizzlies are a gritty team. They're a very defensive team, and for the Lakers to beat a defensive team like the Grizzlies, and you see Mike Conley doing his thing, 23 points, Tyreek Evans 26 points, and you still come away with the win. That's just a great effort by the Lakers. Great effort for the Grizzlies as well. You come back down, pretty much they're down 20 at one point, and they made it a 3-point game. Luckily, Caldwell Pope sealed it for us, and I'm just very happy with both teams' efforts. The Grizzlies obviously came from a back-to-back. I don't know if they did not verse the Clippers yesterday, would they have beaten us? I don't know, but that's how the regular season goes. So yeah, I'm just very, just overall in our first 10 games, I'm very happy. We're 5-5. If we can keep playing like this, I don't see why we can't contend for a playoff spot. If you really think about it, our defense has been significantly better as opposed to last season. And you could see our defensive efforts. We're 5-5. Obviously, we started pretty good last year as well. Injuries happen. But this year, I just have this feeling that, the Lakers, they're going to have a comeback year. They might reach 40 wins. I don't know. It's still too early in the season to say any of this stuff. But I'm just very happy as a Laker fan to see this going down. The Lakers competing every single game, no matter who it's against. And no matter how much they're down, they'll still come back and try to win. They did it against the Wizards. Could have done it against the Pelicans, but came up short. I'm just very happy. The atmosphere, it seems like everybody's happy playing with each other. No one's being a ball hog. Everyone's getting touches. Lopez scored 21, Ingram scored 20, Kuzma scored 13, Clarkson scored 15. There are a lot of players in double figures. It's not even about double figures. The fact how the ball's moving around constantly, that's a big deal. And the fact how they could play defense too. I don't see why they can't compete for a playoff spot. They are currently tied with 4 teams. Yes, 4 teams, or technically 3 teams. The Jazz, Pelicans, and Nuggets. The Pelicans are 5-5, Jazz are 5-5, Denver's 5-5. So we really need to win these games. That's why I said, what about the Raptors game? I was upset because every game matters. I know the Lakers want to make it to the playoffs this year. They want to be the best team they can be. Okay? So that's why I got upset. Like, you guys choked the lead. You guys could be 6-4 right now, right? The only game I didn't see much effort was from the Clippers game. But that was the first game. Ever since then, I'm very impressed. Very happy with how everybody's playing. I don't care about Lonzo Ball's stat line. I think everybody's his hype is dying down. It's dying down, and I think that's a good thing because now the Lakers can play like how they usually play: move the ball around, get and play defense. Tremendous defense, ranked 6th right now. So if you're ranked 6th in defense, I think the only teams that are better in defense than them are teams like Golden State, Utah, Memphis. And Utah, Memphis, and Golden State all made the playoffs last year, right? So I'm saying, Utah's not the best offensive team, but they beat the Clippers in the first round. Defense wins championships. I'm not saying the Lakers are going to win the championship this year. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying defense is going to keep you in the games no matter what. And if you could keep playing hard, putting in the effort, I don't see why this team can't be a playoff team. They're playing tremendous basketball right now. I'm just very impressed. They're 4-3 at home and 1-2 on the road. So it's going to be interesting to see how their only win on the road was against the Phoenix Suns. So let's see how they play against a team like Boston. Let's see how they play against a team like Washington, who will want revenge for what they did to them last time. So just impressed with both teams. The Grizzlies 6-4, still 4th in the West, so nothing to worry about for the Grizzlies. They just have to come back and keep playing harder. That's who the Grizzlies are. They're going to make the playoffs. So anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, drop a like on it. Comment down below what your guys' thoughts were in the game if you're a Laker or Grizzly fan. And please subscribe for more content. Alright guys, see you guys later. Peace out.